What's up, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today's video we're talking about the match officials that have been selected for the Rugby World Cup 2019 semi-finals. Yes, it is finally here. What a tournament we have witnessed. Some exciting things have come about this tournament, and we are approaching the finale, the semi-final. England taking on New Zealand and Wales taking on South Africa. It is the battle between the Northern Hemisphere and the Southern Hemisphere. Who is going to reign supreme at the end of this weekend, or technically at the end of the following weekend, where we will see the number one in the world be crowned World Rugby Champion, which is going to be amazing. But the referees that have been announced, and this could not surprise people, but New Zealand and England will have Nigel Owens, probably the best referee in World Rugby today. So great stuff for them to have a guy of world class like that. South Africa and Wales will be getting an Jérôme Garcès. Now, South Africa don't have the greatest history with him, but you know, it's a new game, it's a new day. We can't focus on the negativity of the ref. It all depends at the end who plays the better game of rugby, who is the more disciplined, who concentrates, who gets the handling errors right, to not allow a referee to make these kind of calls. So I'm not looking at excuses. Obviously, I don't like the ref. You all know that. I think he's one of the weakest. But and I would have far rather had someone from New Zealand, or even Angus Gardner maybe, or Wayne Barnes. I would have had again, even though he made a lot of mistakes. But these things happen. I'm not World Rugby. I'm not the head. These boys were selected on merit, which I don't understand for Jérôme Garcès, because he's given away a lot of cards and all that jazz. But Nigel Owens, I fully understand. He is the best ref in the world, and I think he will have a great game for New Zealand. If I'm not mistaken, according to stats, New Zealand have played 20 under him and won 19. Got a good record. I know Eddie Jones has said he's very happy that they got Nigel. So fantastic stuff. I know South Africa have a poor record with Jérôme. I think we've got a 24% win ratio. So we haven't done too well. Last time we played Wales, not last time we played Wales, but one of the times we have played Wales with him as ref, and we did lose. But again, it all depends on who plays the game, the better game of rugby. We have won the odd game with him. It all depends on who performs. But for the sake of the semi-finals, I really hope both referees are consistent and they don't have to use the cards. The one sad thing that we talk about in this World Cup, and I was asked this question today, and I was asked a few times over the weekend, it's how many cards do you think will be given on the semi-finals? And I think that's a very sad question, that we are asking that before how many tries are going to be scored. Could we see who's going to be the big breakthrough player? It's all about how many cards we're going to see, because obviously this World Cup, we've seen the most World Cups, most cards given in history, which is quite sad, to be honest. So it's, for me, that's quite negative. We don't want that talk. We want to say who's going to be the first player. Are you going to see Boden Barrett and Owen Farrell have the best battle ever? Will Faf de Klerk do less box kicks? Or will Wales, Alan Wynne-Jones, will he just be the remarkable captain and lead the team to victory, as he's done so many times before? Those are the questions I want to be talking about. That's the hype I want around these semi-finals. Not this talk of, oh God, it's the referee. First thought, I said that. I must be honest. I'm not going to lie. It's Jérôme Garcès. Scheiße, we're in trouble. But, you know, at the end of the day, South Africa need a player for themselves and play the game of rugby, and not for the referee. And the same goes for Wales, guys. I'm not just talking on South Africa up here. Wales could have a shocking called game too. He's not a great ref for both teams. Look at New Zealand, South Africa. He got errors wrong for both teams. He's got errors wrong in previous games for both teams. So it's equally disappointing for both teams, I think. I'm not sure what Wales' record is with Jérôme, but they probably know him better to be a pain in the arse, because they play in the Six Nations, and obviously he's going to be there a lot. So they could even have a worse off record. So I think we're all going into this. So Nigel Owens has assistants, and they are Romain Poite. Thank goodness he's there, so I'm not complaining that. Pascal Gaüzère is also a French ref, and TMO is Marius Jonker. Jérôme will have Wayne Barnes to his side, and Ben O'Keefe. I would have had Ben O'Keefe be my head ref, and then Jérôme at the side. And then Ben Skeen is the TMO. So there's a lot of experience based in the history of these players. So having said that, there is a possibility, and I'm going to look at this with a positive attitude, and I encourage everyone else to look at this with a positive attitude, because who knows, anything can happen. We could see great rugby, we could see a solid refereeing game. We did have one good game or so, but let's forget about the history, focus on the positives, and let's hope we have great semi-finals where we talk about that move, that skillful play, that scrum, that moment, that try. That's the answers that we want to talk about. That's the recap we want to be recapping for the Rugby World Cup. Not, oh, shiza, red card determined this game, yellow card was unfair, and all that crap. So let's be a positive and hope for the best, because anything can happen. They might have the best game ever, but all the best to both teams. I will preview both individually, but to New Zealand and England, all the best to you. It's going to be one hell of a contest. And to my South Africans and to Wales, it's going to be a contest, and I can't wait for this battle. That's going to do it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, smash that thumbs up button. What is your thoughts on the referee? And let me know in the comment section down below. Please hit that subscribe button. Join the G Nation. And so much more content to come, so do not go anywhere. I'll see you guys real soon for another one. Stay safe and never give up. Cheers.